Hi friends, today we will discuss about psychosomatic diseases. Psycho means brain, soma means body. Those diseases which are caused by brain to your body. Those are diseases which are inflamed by your thinking process. Those are the diseases that are being caused by you yourself, nobody else. Would you like to know that? Some of the names for psychosomatic, or they are also called autoimmune diseases: thyroid, diabetes, arthritis, muscle pains, and even cancer. On this very October 2nd October 2018, two doctors, one Japanese, one American, they got the Nobel Prize for medicine. And you know for what? They got for self-healing of cancer through T cell. So you can imagine that your body is so powerful that it can heal any kind of disease. In fact, it will be able to avoid any kind of disease. It will not allow the disease to enter. Even if they enter your body, they can be easily and very soon thrown out of your body. Would you like to know how it happens? Yes, here is the secret. Whenever you are thinking about any difficult issue, any issue which is causing stress in your mind, for example, I could not get a job where I could get 50,000 rupees month salary. My wife is not looking good. My son is not getting good marks. I am not looking good. My physique is not good. I could not buy my house. I could not buy my car. Any of such things, and there are thousands of such things that you think daily basis, maybe weekly basis, they are causing one kind of fear in your mind, and that fear creates certain actions inside your body. In your brain there is one security guard which is called amygdala, which is here. This amygdala, the moment it gets the information that you have a fear, it will ready your body for fight or flight. Fight means either you want to fight with that fear, with the challenge, with the problem, or you want to run away from the problem. For both of this, you require a lot of energy, instant energy. And you know that you will get instant energy through sugar. Your body has got enough sugar. So this amygdala gives a indication to hypothalamus, who controls the action of all the neurons in your body, of all your cells. Hypothalamus controls the action of all the cells in the body. So amygdala activates hypothalamus, and hypothalamus activates the sugar cells to flow in your body. When this process happens, there are certain other simultaneous actions taking place. For example, sugar generation is one thing. Second is it has to reach to all your body parts very fast. So your heart needs to pump the blood very fast, and maybe the pump is not good enough, so your nerves, they need to be contracted so that the blood flows even faster. So at a time there are multiple things happening, and let's see one by one. So when the sugar cells are generated, they are basically giving all the energy to your body, and once you consume it, and how you consume it, there is insulin inside your body which is powerful enough, which is good enough to consume the sugar cells. At amygdala activates the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus then pushes the sugar cells inside your body, and whatever is left over, then the insulin cells consume those sugar cells. But if you are thinking continuously, the sugar is getting produced continuously, and your insulin is not ready to eat that much of sugar, and you reach to a situation called your body starts becoming insulin resistant. That means the insulin inside the body is not good enough to eat all the sugar cells that you are generating unnecessarily by thinking of those stress related issues. So this helps you to become diabetic, you go to doctor, doctor gives you insulin from outside and you start taking insulin tablets and maybe injections. The more insulin inside the body, it creates hunger and also pushes you to eat more. When you eat more, more sugar, more insulin. So more sugar, more insulin, this formula repeats for life and you never get out of this diabetic status. The simple issue is you stop thinking those nonsense things and you will be able to control, you will be able to cure yourself from the sugar. When I say cure is, you can reverse the process. The sugar will start going down. Do not stop taking any medicines unless your report is clean. Now, as I told you that when these fearful thoughts are coming, one was the sugar, second is your pump is running, your heart is pumping more of blood. When heart is pumping more blood, that means it is working overtime and it is working on overloaded kind of thing. If it continuously runs, what will happen? Then there is a chance that the motor pump will burn out. That means your heart can fail or it might give you attack signals. You get into heart attack signals and that is what is coming from your mind. All the thoughts that are generating is pushing your pump to run faster and faster. If this does not happen, maybe the nerves through which the blood is circulating, you get into a high BP situation because the pressure is so high on the nerves that they create blood pressure on you. So when your heart pump is running very fast, you can get into a high BP as I talk to you, or there is a possibility that your valve can leak because of pressure. The other issues which is coming from the thought process is thyroid. For example, you have got T3, T4 and TSH. So T3, T4 are working in one direction and TSH in one direction if they are not in sync. And can you imagine that thyroid cells, those tissues work for metabolism of your body. But because of your thinking, fearful thinking, stressful thinking, they become unbalanced and unsynchronized and they create two kind of thyroid too. If T3, T4 is higher, TSH goes down, you get into hyper or you get into hypothyroid if the TSH is higher and T3, T4 are lower. So you can imagine how your thought process is causing variety of diseases. Not even this, as I was saying, arthritis. If you are suppressing a lot of emotions, it will give you either thyroid, which is because of unsynchronization of these tissues, they get confused, or you get the arthritis, pain in your joints. So now the scientists, the doctors, the medical experts, they are researching more on brain than on the gene as such, and they have also formed a new medical field called psychoneuroimmunology, on which they are working continuously. You would also remember that when you go to doctor and take some medicine, doctor also advises you to take less of stress. The body will heal faster. So now that I talked to you about all the psychosomatic diseases, I will tell you also how to get rid of that. You need to work on your thought process. You know what happens sometimes when you are into a problem, you are thinking about the problem and the problem and the problem, and you are increasing the intensity of thought, which is negative loop, and you get into panic. You have to do the reverse way. When you are into a problem, you have to avoid thinking about that problem. In fact, what you need to think is, what would I be like if I was out of this problem? So think about that situation. In that situation, how will I be behaving? How will I be doing things? How will I be thinking? What will I be doing? When you practice this, you will find that this current problem is already looking very small to you. And the other way to think and keep your thought in control is, whenever you get into a problem, you have to think what more worse could have happened than what has happened to you. For example, somebody was challenging me, how can we think positive all the time? and he gave me an example saying one day his driver called him from on the when he was going somewhere. He called me and gave me a news saying somebody put the gun on his head and took his car away. I mean my car away. I was shocked. What should I do? So I told him, just calm down. Yes, immediately the thought will be like this, but then you can start thinking about certain things I will tell you now. First is your driver is talking to you. That means he is not killed. That means he is alive, which is fantastic news for you. You can still use the same driver, and he also will give you a lot of information about who was there, how it happened, where it happened. Second thing, the car is taken away. It is not burnt or not broken. So you still have hope to get the car. Third point, that you were not sitting in the car, because same situation could have happened with you also. How good is this moment? Fourth one, that you know that your car has got an insurance, and if it is stolen, taken away by somebody, you can always claim the money. So these four things will give you enough coolness that you get the energy and to work. Go lodge an FIR and do not try to pass on your panic to other family members. You will transfer a problem to them if you do otherwise. So this way you can think positively even in a worse situation, even in a negative situation. Yes, exceptions are always there. Sometimes you may not think like this, that's okay. But generally you should be able to take control of your situation. This will help you avoid unnecessary thoughts. The other thoughts which are causing stress to you, which I was discussing in the beginning of the video, that you are thinking about your son not getting marks, you not buying car, these are all relative things. You think about yourself from where you started and where you are now. You will always find in comparison that you are doing better than some people and you are not doing as good as other people. So is everybody else. If they compare, they will find the same situation. So what I suggest and do in such situation, when you are feeling very, very high and elated, look at the people who are at higher position than you. You will get control, so that your proud is not becoming a bottleneck to you. And if you are feeling low, look at those people who are there with you, who were there with you, but they have not done as good as you have done. So you will have a balanced thought. And the last point that I want to talk to you, that your life is your life. Take control. Do not live in hurry. Do not do things in hurry. There are three things for the people which are causing problem today: worry, hurry and curry. You are worrying so much, as I was talking to you, and that you are causing stress, and then you are causing your body to have a problem. Then curry, you are eating lot of vegetables, lot of foods that has a lot of curry, means masala, means spice. Avoid as much spice as possible. So worry, curry and hurry. You do not try to do things in a shortest possible time, shortest possible manner. No, you may have a problem doing that. So avoid these three things and your life will be very good. I would say that you have the best control of your body. You are the best doctor for yourself. You have the best medicine as your food, what you eat. Please enjoy all this. Be stress free. Enjoy your every day and life. Thank you. Bye bye.